one thing. I can only mean one thing. Ever since I left the city, you. You and me, we just don't get along. Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, out here. Make me feel like I did you wrong. Going places where you don't belong. Ever since I left the city, you. We're gonna get started in a second. I'm just vibing out on this song right now. I actually get a kick out of this. That's a smooth song. Hey, Sin. How are you, sexy? The song has nothing to do with the scope. I'm just digging the song, so y'all might have to vibe with me for about 30 seconds. One of those I'm feeling myself moments. All right, let's get busy. Let me stop wasting time. Hello, guys. How you doing? It's KLBELVIN. And I wanted to talk today. Hey, Shaw's here. Blondie is on. What's up, Blondie? I don't know. I'm still up in the air about the blonde, but if it works, it works. But thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. My name is KLBELVIN, and I wanted to talk about having professional sounding boards. And what I mean by professional sounding boards is having people in your camp that when you're doing business, you can turn to have conversations and ask questions, or to just have, just like I said, have conversations that are going to keep it very real with you. Even if it's going to mean they're going to say something that could be deemed hurtful or may put a foot to your dreams, you want people around you that is going to realistically, like I said, keep it very real. Now, for me, I have quite a few of those folks because I keep my groups, I keep my circles tight, I keep my circles small, and I limit the number of people that I discuss my professional business with. Hey, love, how are you? The sexy Miss Sin. How are you, darling? And the reason why is because I don't want a lot of input from a lot of places when I'm making moves, because it can really muddy up the waters and it can affect your clarity. But you have to have that 1, 2, or 3 people. Good, great to hear, dog. You got to have that 1, 2, or 3 people that when you go to, they can come to you from a professional point of view and are going to keep it very real with you. And they're going to tell you ahead of time. You may not want to hear what I'm about to say to you, but this is what it is. And I think that's what's necessary. Turn this music off a second. There we go. And thank you for the hearts. And for me, like Stephanie C. Harper, and definitely if you get the chance, follow Stephanie C. Harper. Follow her. She is the owner of Career Magazine, and guys, she does almost everything. She's actually the person behind Quintessential Queens, which is the women's conference that's going to be held in February in Napa Valley. She has invited me to come and speak, so the wife and I and the family are going to be going out to assist with helping build up the queens that will be in attendance. Ruthie Bolton, the Olympian, is going to be featured. But the reason why I mention all that is Stephanie C. Harper is not only a Christian, she's a businesswoman who is a Christian. And so there's things that we can talk about, but what I love about her is she has no filter. And I'm not saying, it's all right, you have to log out and log back in. Mine does that too when it freezes, dog. And if it just gets too hectic, just watch on the replay. It's no problem. I appreciate the hearts. Periscope does that from time to time, and she mentioned about it freezing. But the one thing I like about Stephanie C. Harper is she has no filter. And the reason being is she's going to tell you what she feels business-wise, and she's going to give you adequate reasons of why she feels the way that she feels. You still have the final decision. You still have the final say-so on what you're going to do as a business owner. But you have to have people around you who are not only doing business, that are brave enough to look you in the face and go, that's a horrible idea. Now, that doesn't make them always right. It doesn't. It doesn't mean that their knowledge is the end all to be all. But this is why you need to be able to bounce things back and forth, because sometimes that professional conduit is needed for you to go, I didn't think about that. And you may be able to see something that they can't see, or they may make sense about something that you weren't thinking that may bring a moment of clarity for you before you make your final decision. Ultimately, the decision is still yours. And I have different folks and different walks that I am in. If I have certain Christian questions, now some people have dual roles. Now I could call Stephanie C. Harper and we have a conversation about the Bible that has nothing to do with business, and she's going to keep it just as real about the Bible as she will about business. Now I have other folks about books that I may talk to strictly about literary stuff because that's what they do, but I need to hear their opinion. And lately Keisha Green and I have been conversing, and she is outstanding when it comes to just getting behind what you do. And she's an entrepreneur, so when her and I speak as a professional sounding board, I need someone like her in my life because she explains what she's done, what she's dealing with as an author, as an entrepreneur, and as what she's dealing with in the marketing and promotion game. And here I'm going through a lot of that with my new book coming out, and some of my past works. So you definitely have to have that. The other thing that I think people miss with professional sounding boards is you need to look to do business with each other. If they're good at what they do, why would you look past them? Look to do business with them. Look to keep money within your circles because it pays off. I have purchased products from Stephanie C. Harper. She is now having me come and speak in Napa Valley, and she's laying out money for me as well as giving me an opportunity to sell books. So the money stays within what we're doing. I'm now about to hire Keisha Green to help me with some promotional stuff on my new book. And if I have information that she needs, I pass it on to her. Sin, are you still watching? Because if you guys don't know, Miss Sin is a radio show host. She is also an outstanding poet. She is a member of Untamed Talent. I'm not going to start yelling Untamed here on the scope. But Untamed Talent is an outstanding poetry troupe, which I have had the luxury of working with over the past couple of years. And again, same thing. I work with quite a few of the members of Untamed Talent. And again, trying to keep the money within the circles and the scope of the people that I deal with. Because to me, that's important in how you build camaraderie, but also you get to have people in your circles that you can trust. Now, can that trust be broken? Of course it can. You never know when someone's going to do you dirty, but the idea is that you still can't live life worried about if they're going to do that. You have to set your circles up with the idea how it benefits you and how it helps you grow. And be honest with you, there should be no one in your circle who doesn't help elevate you to another level, doesn't push you to another level. I don't care if they're on a lower level, and I see you, Shah, trying to get in and out. I'm sorry that you're having so much problems. But everyone in your circle should either be pulling you up or pushing you up. If they have less talent than you, then they should be driving you because their energy, their force, their wants, needs, whatever, should be pushing you to where it's like, yo, I got to stay on top of my game just to stay up with this person. And if you're ahead of that person or someone's ahead of you, you should have people in your circle who's willing to reach back to pull you up and they keep the pressure on you that way. Another brother, Tony Rose, outstanding publisher, author also. Yo, the man has a